Hello, this is John Thompson, the Superintendent of the New Haven Unified School District, and today I am at Emanuele Elementary School with one of our trustees, Nishihira, to learn a little bit more about Trustee Nishihira and to take a tour and walk through Emanuele Elementary School. So, here we go. Good morning, Mr. Nishihira. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Great. Doing well. Ready to answer some questions?
Yes.
We're outside and we have no one around us, and we're more than 6 feet apart, so we're going to take our masks off. This is so much nicer. So let's jump right into it.
Sure.
So you've been a board member for a while. How long have you been a board member?
5 years. First elected in 2016.
All right. And I know that you do other things other than being a board member. What is it you do when you're not wearing your board member hat?
So I lead a team of user experience and product designers at a Fortune 500 fintech firm, fintech company.
I know that's come in handy when we're going through our tech issues. So we've always appreciated that.
Sure.
So why become a board member?
Well, you know, it actually came out when my youngest daughter was a kindergartner at Hillview Crest, and she brought home a flyer that said they were looking for parents to join School Site Council. And I've always been service-minded, and I seemed to be a call for duty and for service. So I started there and realized that as I was on School Site Council, I could do a lot more. And I've been involved since about 2005, and each time I take on a little bit more responsibility to see how I can contribute more.
You actually have another, I just thought about it, something that people might want to know, another service area you focus on with the Daily Bowl, right? So
yeah, I have a nonprofit that I co-founded with my executive director called Daily Bowl, and what we do is we recover unwanted or unused food, and we deliver it to recipient agencies in the Tri-Cities area, and actually larger Alameda County we've been focusing on as well. We just finished 4 million pounds of food that we've recovered since 2016.
Wow. That's a lot of food.
Yeah.
So back to being a board member, running for any kind of office just seems crazy. So what was it like to run for office?
You know, a lot of people are really kind of intimidated by it. And of course, doing anything that you've never done before is intimidating. But I actually find that the conversations that I have with folks in the community helps bring the community together, makes it feel like a smaller community to me. So when I knock on doors and I talk to people, it feels really great. I think that's the best part of any election, is getting out and talking to people.
And when you were first elected, we were an at-large district, right? So
that's correct.
And then but recently, in the last election, you were actually part of a specific district, which is, you want to talk about your district?
Area 1, which is my area. Imagine if you're driving into Union City from Dakota Road from Fremont, everything on the right-hand side, going all the way up to Mission Boulevard, making a left-hand turn, and everything on the right side of Dakota and on the right side of Mission Boulevard. That's Area 1, covering Emanuele, Hillview Crest communities, as well as CCHS, Conley Carabella.
All right.
It's been my neighborhood for years.
And when you were growing, I'm assuming you didn't, well, maybe you did. Did you always want to be a board member?
No, actually, I had no idea. I've always been inclined to service. Majority of my adolescent life, I was in the Boy Scouts, and I ended up becoming an Eagle Scout. I joined the Marine Corps. That was a way that I felt that I could serve the community and our country. And then when I got into college, I joined a service fraternity called Alpha Phi Omega, which is also focused on service. So service has always been a part of my DNA, and this seemed to be the next natural step of how to lead in my community.
Oh, that makes sense. So speaking of when you were growing up, what did you want to be when you were growing up?
Gosh, I wanted to be a lawyer. Originally, when I joined the service, I wanted to become a judge advocate because as my siblings and anybody who knows me know, I love to argue. I love to make my point. I love to do research and come up with a really informed position. And so, yeah, I wanted to be a lawyer, and everybody who knows me said, yeah, that makes total sense. And then in college, I discovered other things that I was really interested in, and so I ended up getting into design And then design led me into interaction design, which led me into technology leadership, which is where I am now.
Makes sense. So what's the best part about being a board member?
Just being able to have an effect and to feel like you're contributing. One of the things that every year gets me choked up is when I am sitting up on the platform at high school graduations, and I stand up, we all stand up, and then I see the students coming in, walking to pomp and circumstances, and I'm not a super emotional guy, but every time that happens, I get a little teary-eyed because I see the impact that we're having on our students and our community, and I gotta say, every year, that's the best part of the year for me.
That's my favorite event of the year too, definitely. All right, well, it's not all roses being a board member. What is the worst part about being a board member, or the most difficult part?
Well, I will say that there's a lot that the public doesn't see. And the public doesn't actually see the packets that we get on Thursdays, the weekends that we put into actually reviewing all the materials, understanding really what the board's role is, what we have the power to do, what we don't have the power to do. And so I think a lot of it is just the behind the scenes things that we all do to serve our kids. And a lot of times people don't see that. And so that's probably, I wouldn't say that's hard, it's just it's the challenging part that we all need to get better at as school board members.
Yeah, there's a tremendous amount of preparation that goes into each board meeting. There's no doubt about that. All right, we at Emanuele today, they're doing their jogathon. So maybe do you want to go take a walk and go check that out?
Absolutely, sounds great.
But we're gonna have to mask up for this part though. And
you got it.
We'll go from there and go see a little the jogathon in action. I'm gonna ask you some other questions as we're walking along.
All right, sure.
All right, so coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Starbucks or Pete's?
Pete's.
Chinese food or Mexican food?
I'm more of a fusion guy. I probably would take some char siu pork and roll it into a corn tortilla and make it into something new.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. Favorite pizza topping?
Ham and pineapple.
Steak or fish?
Steak.
Favorite place to eat in Union City?
I would have to say Mexico Típico.
And what are you watching right now or streaming right now with all of your extra time?
On Netflix, there's this great documentary called The Chef's Table. It's even if you don't like food, it's a really interesting documentary. A lot of really great storytelling.
I've seen a couple of those episodes. They are really good.
Yeah.
Last book you read?
I'll mention three. One was White Fragility, which was a assigned reading to all New Haven staff, and also Our Kids, which is a book that was assigned by the previous superintendent. Very, very good. And what I'm currently reading right now is a book called What Happened to You, which is really about trauma-informed policies and how trauma affects the entire childhood life cycle. That's currently what I'm reading right now.
Wow, that's a lot of that's heavy.
Yeah.
Hey, our Mandarin dual immersion program is in its second year, and they're in those classes over there. It's been a very successful program. Trying to launch that during COVID was interesting, but it's worked out really well.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to questions. So
I'll get the door.
Thank you. So coloring or finger painting?
Coloring.
Staying between the lines, huh?
Yeah,
that's why I like finger painting. I was never good at staying between the lines. Nerf guns or water balloons?
Nerf.
Superpower you would want to have?
Teleportation. Or teleportation.
Certainly make it a lot easier to get around the Bay Area.
For sure.
Secret talent?
Secret talent. Not a lot of people know that I know my way around a kitchen.
You know what? I just realized I got us. We should probably walk around the other way now that I think about it. I realized we went the wrong way. All right, let's see. How about favorite hobby?
Favorite hobby is gardening, for sure.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie is Godfather.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna open the door here real quick. Sorry, got us a little sidetracked here. There we go. We'll walk around to the other way. Wow. Country you'd like to visit?
Okinawa.
Cruise or camping?
Camping.
Cats or dogs?
interesting story. I love dogs, but I have cats. And so we've got 2 COVID foster fails, Sky and Stella. They're awesome cats. And then we have 3 kind of adopted cats, or they adopted us. They're feral cats on the outside, but there's Katniss, who's the hunter, and there's Theon Gray Cat, who actually just eats everything that Katniss catches. And then Katniss had a litter, and the one that we weren't able to get is still hanging around. We rescued 2 of them. The 3rd one we weren't able to get. Her or his name is Billy the kid.
So okay. I like the cat names. Katniss is a good one. Dream car.
Dream car. I'm more of a bike guy, but if pressed, I would have to say a 1959 356 Porsche Speedster.
Ooh, that'd be fun to drive.
Yeah.
Favorite band or type of music?
My favorite type of music is ska, and my favorite band, they're actually a bunch of friends of mine, are called the Slackers out of New York City.
Country you'd like to go visit?
Okinawa.
Favorite article of clothing?
Waistcoats. They're actually underappreciated, I think.
Waistcoats, all right. Didn't expect that. That's skydiving or scuba diving?
Have to be skydiving.
Winter break or spring break?
Spring.
PE or recess?
Recess.
How about 3 things you can't live without?
3 things I can't live without. I need great oxygen in my lungs, I need a challenging trail ahead of me, and I need a quiet, shady, cool spot to think.
Nice. Yeah, see, here we go. Got to set it the right way now. All right, how about the best advice you would give your teenage self?
Be adaptable. Realize that the plan that you make, it's great to plan, but it's also important to be able to adapt when things change.
Best kept secret in Union City?
We've got amazing trails in Union City. We've got the Alameda Creek Trail. We also have a Dry Creek Trail, and the Dry Creek Regional Park has a lot of really challenging trails, and I actually don't see a lot of people using them. So if you're watching this, get up and check out our trails. They're actually really great.
Sounds good. One thing you would want here, we'll walk out here and, oh yeah, look, they're starting to get going. Good old jogathon. All right, how about one thing you would want to tell new families coming to New Haven?
Oh gosh, I would just want you to know that you've got the most amazing staff. Our teachers are second to none. Our staff members, our classified staff, they do an incredible job. They're very conscientious and they care a lot. That's a thing that you can't get, that you can't just get anywhere. You've got people here who care about your kids.
All right. Well, how about you close us out with something you'd like to tell our students, families, or staff?
Well, I mean, a lot of times people don't really understand the role of the board. The board is here to serve you, our students and our families and our community. And with that in mind, I just want you to know that if you ever have a problem, you can come directly to any of the board members. That's what we're here for. We're here to serve you. My personal phone number is 510-336-4020. If you have any issues, please give me a call. Also, if I don't pick up my phone, just leave a message and I will get back to you. But the other thing is my email address you can find on the district website. So the one thing I would tell you is that we are here to serve you and to serve our kids. So please reach out.
Great. Well, that's a great way to wrap it up. So I think that's it. So thank you, Trustee Nishihira, and that's a wrap.
Thanks, Dr. Thompson.